Ryan, the Marketing Man Moscow here, and we're talking about how to sell, whether you're selling online, by phone, through the written word, copywriting, you name it. And I'm going to tell you the story here once we get into it about a client I've been working with, which is the impetus to creating this video. And the first point we want to hit in here is sales is scripts, it's systems, it's processes. This is why it doesn't require you, it doesn't require any specific person or body to really be there. You may be able to write much more effective copy, but everybody can learn these skills. What's the much bigger challenge is getting people to actually follow these skills, even a written out detailed script. So here's the deal. I was working with a client here recently, and he has a pretty good business. He chases clients. And yes, I said that right. He chases clients, and I'm going to explain that here in a little bit more. But the first thing you have to do is start with the prospect. It has nothing to do with you. Your product is so irrelevant. And part of starting with the prospect is understanding who they are, where they're coming from, what their motives are, and who you want versus who you don't want. So for example, with this gentleman, he's chasing clients, and there are specific types of clients, starting with people that have money to pay him. So he ideally wants people that are in business, people with some budget, people with some disposable income. And we had taken a phone call. We were returning a call from somebody had reached out to him. And one of the things we had gone through this script, first of all, you want to understand where he is in the process. What does he need help with? What are his struggles? What's his budget? Because here's the fact. If you come in and you try and sell me a car without taking a moment to even understand when the last time I bought a car was, or if I just bought a car 3 weeks ago, you don't have a chance, dude, because the fact is I might have bought a car last week, and if you're trying to sell me a new car, I'm not going to give you the time of day. So anyways, this call, the gentleman just totally disregarded everything we had talked about, which was, a considerable amount of time. And here's one thing we want to hit on. A lot of novices and a lot of beginner people think that sales just happen. They think that you can just slap a poster on the outside of your brick and mortar business that says we're open for business, and there'll just be a stampede of people all coming in just wanting to throw their money at you. But that's not reality. Unicorns don't exist, and neither do leprechauns, man. The sales is the lifeblood. Sales is the creative force. Sales is a lot more complex than what it appears to be. The idea that you can just, we'll accept your money, we'll take your money. Sure, so will the homeless guy. What do you have that's going to benefit me? And I know some of this stuff is just basic stuff, but this client we were working with, oh my gosh, this guy's in left field. You can never know enough about who you're selling to. And I don't mean specifically whether or not, the lead you have, Bob, what exactly his little kids are doing, but that's not going to hurt you if you do know about Bob's kids, and especially if you can work that into the conversation. The idea, though, is you want to understand where their mind is, what their motivations are, why they came to you, and what their specific problems are. This way you can speak to them. So if you have, here's the key, when you're writing through the written word, you have to anticipate a lot of this, and you have to take some time and go and do some research, and you can never know enough. Anybody that says, I already know, like this client I had who I'm not working with anymore, but if you already know, or you have already done it, that's the most foolish thing you can ever say, because here's the truth. The less I know, the more I learn, and the more I learn translates into the more I earn. So ask questions of your prospect if you get a chance to talk to them. If you're selling through the written word, go ask questions of like-minded people. Go ask questions. Go find out where this person is, what's going through their mind, what's keeping them up at night. This way you can really talk to them, and this way you can start the process of selling whatever it is you have. And coming up here, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, because coming up here in the next service, we're going to be talking about price elasticity and why, if you're concerned with whether or not they can afford whatever it is you have, you're playing a fool's game. I mean, just that's the most foolish thing ever, and you'll never be able to achieve that really, really, really high income that you can achieve if you're worried about whether or not your customer can or cannot afford it, man. There's so much money in the world. Rappers talk about throwing it and making money rain when they go out to the strip clubs. So this is Dan the Marketing Man Moskal. We've written 7 books now, including The Magical Message of Success, available at Amazon, iTunes, Barnes & Noble, on the Kindle, and an audio book. We've been working online from home for just under a decade now, all while the talking heads on TV and the politicians have been banging their drum about our Great Recession. You may have even seen me on my own infomercial. We appeared on MTV, A&E, ESPN, VH1, Comedy Central, to name but a few, and it's cool to be able to say I've appeared with LeBron James on TV and ESPN, even if I wasn't playing basketball with him. Please have a fantastic afternoon. Please join our congregation and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please like this video. Please check out the link to an article in the description below to visit our website, danmoskaluniversity.com. We're currently giving away a free report. Looking forward to talking to you again here soon.